Okay, this is awkward. Hello, I'm Lizzie. Yeah, I'm talking to myself in my room on my own. What am I gonna talk about? I don't know. Hello, thanks for listening. I think the only person who's listening is going to be Kati. Hello, Kati. Her and I were talking, and I told her about me not documenting my journey and my trips and stuff. And maybe I'm thinking of doing a blog, but I think nobody is going to watch it, and I will feel awkward talking to myself. And she said, "Oh, let's do it." She will be the one watching. So yeah, thanks, Kati. And if you are not Kati and you're watching, thank you for watching and taking your time. If you're new here, hello, so am I. Maybe we can figure this thing out together. And I'm just gonna do what all the bloggers do, like please comment, like, share, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, so this whole blog is going to be about co-working and co-living and digital nomading and freelancing in general, maybe some finances. So for now, I'm just going to use this to brain dump everything that's going on in my head. I'm a freelance UX designer. I've been thinking of going nomading for quite a time, and I thought I'm just gonna do it now. Every time I was traveling on my own, I was always a bit disappointed that there are no pictures of me because I wouldn't take selfies. I wouldn't like ask other people to take pictures of me, and I thought it would be quite nice to actually document my digital nomading a little bit. Yeah, so for now, I will be going to Alicante, which is where I've been before, because when I was between my previous contract and my current one, it was booked back to back, so I only had a weekend, and I've been working this whole year, which is one of the things that I need to work on as a freelancer. I like to actually take some time off, but it just feels like, oh, I just have to take this gig because who knows when the next one's going to happen, or yeah, you say yes to everything, and I thought, okay, I'll take on this contract, and because I didn't really have like a holiday, like nobody of us really did because COVID and we can't go anywhere, and we've basically walked through all the parks nearby and know the whole neighborhood. Anyway, so I thought I'm gonna book a trip to Alicante, work from there, and have the weekend to go on a holiday. And yeah, so I did, and I figured traveling during COVID times now isn't actually that bad, especially when you're fully vaccinated. Thank God I am. I just went to Spain, showed my passenger locator form, and yeah, I was there, no quarantine. Had a good time in Spain, and yeah, traveling back to the UK, I just had to do a PCR test. That was pretty much it, and like a ready to fly test. But yeah, so it wasn't as complicated. It's a bit more of a faff than how traveling used to be, but I guess these things will just stay. I don't know if you remember the times where you could just bring a water bottle to the airport, but I do remember. And we only started having these 100 mils up to a 1 liter in a plastic bag because of 9/11. And I do think that COVID will also come, like it already did come with certain restrictions or like extra hassle for traveling. First, I'm going to visit a friend in Valencia, and because it's only like a 2-3 hour train away from Alicante, and I met a few people there when I was working there for a little bit, who I think it would be nice to catch up with again. I'm going to spend 1 week in Valencia and 1 week in Alicante, because I'm going to be staying with friends, and I don't want to like be too much of a burden, stay there much longer, because yeah, they will have their own life there, and I don't want to like be the what's the word? We call it Schmarotzer in German. Like a, let me Google that. Freeloader, that's the word. So yeah, I didn't want to be a freeloader. So I'm only staying there for a week each, and then I'm gonna spend a whole month in Gran Canaria. Hopefully the volcano in La Palma is not gonna affect in Gran Canaria too much, but we'll see. And yeah, and then I'll go home for Christmas and see where I'm gonna go next. So at some point I worked at the company who outsourced to another company in Manila, and every now and then they would send people from the London office to the Manila office and vice versa. And I had the opportunity to go to Manila, and when I was there, I then extended my trip to go to Thailand. Because my mom is from there. When COVID happened, I was traveling in Thailand, and I got stuck there. And so I have a little bit of experience YouTubing, but not really, because I created a channel for my aunt, which you can check out here or here, where I'm gonna put it. Yeah, and I kind of enjoyed doing the videos for her, but it's a different thing when someone else is in front of the camera than when it is you. Yeah, so the video I did for my aunt is actually in Thai, so if you can't speak Thai, you would have to turn on subtitles. And if you can speak Thai, you might notice that it's not 100% correct what I'm translating there. I pulled the part where I tell my gran off for talking through the video while we're filming isn't just saying, please be quiet. It was actually a bit more rude. But if you don't know Thai, you won't notice that. But yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy watching that. So when I then came back or wanted to come back to the UK, I first flew back to Austria because family and stuff, you know, like I think everyone had the need to connect with family and stay with them during the pandemic. So I thought I'm going to go back to Austria first before I went back to the UK. And then when I decided to go back to the UK because I realized, okay, this thing is going to be here for a while, I already had my flight booked from Vienna to London, but Austria was moved to the red list or amber list or non-corridor list, whatever list it was where you have to quarantine when you come back to the UK. So I did some research, realized that Denmark was on the green list for both countries. So I spent 14 days in Copenhagen before going back to the UK. And when I was there, I booked myself to a hostel. And at that hostel, I met this guy who is a developer. He told me that he's basically doing this whole digital nomading thing now. So I asked him a bunch of questions. And his tip was to not book an Airbnb and then book yourself into a co-working space because you can feel quite lonely. And he suggested to book myself into something called a co-living space, which is basically a bunch of people that work remote. It's basically like a hostel, but with all the people there not being backpackers or people who just want to party. It's actually people who also want to work, but at the same time have the same problem as you, where you might not know anyone. So it's people that want to socialize, but at the same time have to get up at 8, 9 a.m. the next day to work. So I thought I'm gonna try it with that. I've actually been a bit hesitant about it because I was always scared about, oh, what if I finally go abroad and then my client contract ends and I can't find a new one, or I don't know, I run out of money, or people won't want to work with me because I am abroad and not in London. But yeah, hopefully this has changed now because I guess, yeah, everyone knows now that the working world has changed a little bit. And we have all these new opportunities, and I'm very privileged and one of the lucky ones that I can work remote. And one of the things I have to organize is what I'm gonna do with all this stuff here. I mean, I've been here for quite a while, so you do accumulate a lot of stuff when you live somewhere for 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know, when did I come here? 2015? Anyway, it's been a while. So I'm actually gonna do an everything must go party where I'm gonna invite all my friends and put all the stuff that I can't put in my suitcase. I'll put it on the table and say, take what you can. If there's more than one person who wants something, we'll just play some games to see who wins and can keep the item. Everything else I might put on Facebook Marketplace, I was told is quite good for these kind of things. Or yeah, I'll donate it to a charity shop. I booked my flights. I'm staying with friends, so I don't need to book much there. So I wanted to be a little bit prepared because I think I want something to like, yeah, I don't want to like fall completely into the cold water and see if I swim. I mean, since I've done it to some extent before, I don't think it's going to be that bad, but yeah, that's my brain dump. It's actually not too bad talking to myself. It feels a bit therapeutic. Well, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching me brain dump everything. And yeah, if you let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about, if you want me to talk about UX, if you want me to talk about where I'm going, anything specific, let me know. I'm planning to do these once a week just so I get in the habit of it. And yeah, so hopefully I'm going to release one of these things. I try to do it, let's say, Monday. Any one of you, please hold me accountable if I don't. And yeah, so hopefully see you soon.